One tip to help you guys shop for groceries on a budget is to choose a more budget-friendly grocery store, which for me, I go to multiple stores throughout my area, but Aldi's can really come in key for getting some of those staple items at a much better price. And I've noticed too, Aldi's does have a lot better options, more healthy options for you guys to choose from. You can kind of do a one and done shop here at Aldi's for everything you need. So that's tip number one. Another tip for you guys with shopping on a budget is just trying to not buy stuff you don't actually need. And I'm very guilty of this. I tend to get sucked into the snacky food section, like the crackers, cookies, kind of fun snacky stuff, and I forget to actually build meals with my grocery shopping, and you can end up spending a fortune coming home and then you have nothing to actually create meals for, which is really important. So it's okay to get some of this stuff, but just have a plan, make a list if you're a list maker of knowing what set meals you're trying to create. That way you don't go into the grocery store and just start buying a bunch of stuff just because it sounds good. Easy way to save money, if you're someone that needs spices or like baking supplies, definitely don't go to like your fancier grocery stores. Go to an Aldi. They have almost everything you could need, like 95 cents for these types of seasonings and spices, even like your cooking oils, olive oil, avocado oil, your Pam spray, so much cheaper. You're ultimately getting the same exact thing. It's just not in as fancy of a label, which sometimes it's the advertising, it's the marketing that we end up spending more money on when we could really get the same thing and save quite a few dollars. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Kara Corey here, registered dietitian, and today I'm going to take you through a budget grocery haul that I did. I went to two stores. I went to Aldi's and I also went to Walmart. So I wanted to kind of take you through everything I got and also give you guys some tips for how you can save some money. So I did everything shown here on the counter for less than $100. I want to say minus a couple little extras, toilet paper, beauty blenders. It was probably about like $85, $90. So I feel like I got a good amount, and I'm gonna also talk you through how I'm gonna go about making some meals for the week. I'll be honest, I'm never one of those people that never has anything in the house when I go grocery shopping. We never get to that point because I just love grocery shopping so much. So I literally go at least twice a week. So it's not like this is all inclusive of how I'm gonna go about making my meals. But going to places like Aldi and Walmart, I find I save so much more money versus going to my bigger shop places like Wegmans and even Target. I tend to not save as much money there, nor can I find the things that I like. And I still feel like there's a stigma against Aldi and even Walmart shopping sometimes for their food. And I really would like to break down that stigma. And if you're watching this video and have never stepped into an Aldi or Walmart for grocery shopping, I really encourage you to. I will say I think it depends on the area that you live in. I'm surrounded by several. I don't really feel like I live in the wealthiest county, so the Aldi here has different selections than going to a county that has more money. It's just, you're gonna see some location variation there. So just because you stepped in one Aldi and you didn't like it doesn't mean you won't like it again if you have gone in there. I encourage you to go check it out. And they've also really stepped up their game in there in terms of the variety that they have. Pricing is all really, really reasonable. You can pretty much save money on most items in there, including things like toilet paper and paper towels and all that other stuff too. But we'll get to the food because I know that's what you guys are here for. So I do have my Walmart and Aldi stuff kind of combined together. I got most things at Aldi, but we'll go through it. I've got this cilantro lime seasoned chicken. I've never tried this before. I honestly haven't done a lot of meat from Aldi, but they did increase their selection of, you know, this is a no hormone, antibiotic, no steroid type chicken. I believe they also have like grass-fed organic beef. I didn't get that because it was just a higher fat percentage than what I normally eat, but they do have more varieties there for your proteins. I thought this looked really good, so I'm gonna try this out for the work week. So for organizational purposes, I'm gonna go through all my Aldi's goodies first. That chicken was from Aldi. That's really the only protein I got from Aldi. Grabbed some almond milk there, vanilla almond milk. I think they have cashew, coconut, they have every variety there. Again, cheaper than other places. I grabbed these in the freezer section, very excited about these. I also saw them at Walmart too. These are riced cauliflower stuffing. If you guys go to Trader Joe's, they usually come out with a variety of these as well this time of year, which is just like a nice kind of fun addition for vegetables. It's the cauliflower, carrots, celery, onions, cranberries, garlic, and herbs. If it tastes anything like the Trader Joe's, it's gonna be super tasty. I think this will pair nicely with the chicken. I find frozen items really helpful on a budget because if you're someone that has a tendency to not go through produce or just not necessarily eat all the foods in that week when you buy it, having frozen foods on hand does save your budget because it's not gonna perish on you as quickly. So I love having things ready to go in my freezer when I need a quick meal, a quick side dish comes in handy. I picked up some just basic cooking spray from Aldi, so much cheaper there. For vegetables, I did grab from there a big thing of asparagus. Looks really good too. It actually looks better than the asparagus that we got from Wegmans earlier this week. Some organic greens. This is just baby spinach and arugula. Cucumber to throw in the greens. I like getting the packages of just the 3 different color bell peppers. Those are my favorite to throw in a salad. And for my salad, and Jason gets mad at me that I pick up a new dressing every time I grocery shop, but I can't help it. I just can't. This was beet balsamic vinaigrette made with cold pressed beet juice. The ingredients look really great on it, just really natural, nothing you can't pronounce type ingredients. I just feel like that sounds delicious for spinach and arugula. So that'll be like a great little salad for the week. I grabbed a bag of the mini but mighty avocados. You have to be careful with these to make sure that they're not all like ready to go in one day unless you have a family of 8 people who's gonna eat an avocado. I try to pick a bag that does have them where they're gonna last a little bit longer for me through the work week. For breads, I grabbed and already ate one of these. These are the Everything But the Kitchen Sink organic bagels. This is just, obviously it's like an everything bagel. Really good. They have really fun bagel varieties there. And then I also grabbed these brioche rolls, which are just like they're a mini roll. So they're like a smaller roll. I figure I may use these just as a dinner roll with dinner, or I might use them to like cut in half and make like a little sandwich out of. So I could use them for either purpose. And there are 12 rolls here. I'm not gonna eat through these that quickly, but I could always pop these in the freezer and save them and then just microwave them when I need them. I grabbed these little single serve hummuses. I don't think I've seen hummus single serve like this. Maybe I have. Maybe it's just been a while since I've bought them. But I love hummus, and I'm like the type of person that can eat a whole container of hummus in a sitting, like just sit down with a spoon and just eat the whole thing because it tastes so good. So I do prefer buying some little pre-portioned singles for that reason. Things like that are gonna be a little more expensive when you do the pre-portioned singles, but it really wasn't a bad price. I think it was $3 for the 6 little mini cups, so I didn't think that was too bad. Also a fun find was this maple vanilla whipped cream. Not really a staple in the diet, but I almost always buy whipped cream or have it in my fridge because I like it sometimes at nighttime if I'm gonna have, more so at nighttime. I don't do it in the morning as much, but at nighttime when I want something sweet and just warm, I'll do a decaf coffee on my Nespresso machine, and then this is like my little treat on top, a little flavor of some whipped cream. So maple vanilla sounded fantastic, and they also had a pumpkin variety too. Grabbed some chicken broth. This is just a lower sodium version, 75% less sodium, because I believe I am gonna make some homemade soup either this week or next week. So that was a nice little find. For some more carbs, this is something new. I wanted to try something different. I don't do a ton of pasta, but I do like pasta. So I thought this, I don't know, it stood out to me as something different to try. It's an artisanal pasta, artisanal spinach pasta. It's an egg noodle pasta with spinach powder basically, but there is some fiber in there. There's 3 grams of fiber because it actually is made with spinach, 8 grams of protein in a serving as well. So I thought this might be nice with just like a little, I kind of like how they have it pictured on the actual pasta, maybe with just like a little olive oil or coconut oil and maybe some tomatoes and mozzarella, although I didn't buy those. I did grab with the pasta in mind just a thing of sprinkled cheese is what I call it. Basil, oregano, Parmesan cheese, maybe for the pasta. I grab one of these almost every time I go to Aldi because it's my favorite. I usually like one for at home and one for at work. It's just their extra virgin coconut spread. Tastes really nice. Like I think it would taste good on that pasta, or sometimes I like to put it on my vegetables as well. I have a hard time sometimes when I pack food for work. I just like naturally choose a lot of lower fat type foods, so I'll put myself in a little bit of a pickle when I'm at work till 6 p.m. and I've had not enough fat for the day. That's where I cognitively really crash and I can't concentrate as well. So it's been helpful for me to like keep some kind of fat source at work. So it's easy enough to be like, oh yeah, I take a spoonful of it or whatever, take a tablespoon, throw it on my rice, my potatoes, my bagel, whatever it is I'm eating for the day, and it gets my fat up during the day so that I'm feeling more energized. And that just kind of keeps me going through the day because I'm a busy gal. Other Aldi's favorite, maybe you've seen this before, I love this, get it every time I go there, is the mango peach salsa. I don't have any eggs shown because we already have eggs in the fridge, but one of my favorites for breakfast is eggs with this mango peach salsa. So good. This would also taste great on chicken too. If you had chicken that wasn't already marinated, that would taste really delish on there. But love this on top of eggs. And then other Aldi's, I think the only other things I got from Aldi's are a couple canned items, and there's nothing to frown upon when it comes to getting canned items. You know, if you do have to be concerned with sodium levels, you know, take a look at that. Take a look at your nutrition facts label. You can get certain varieties made with no salt added. Typically in your canned goods, they are gonna need to add some type of preservative. So is that going to kill you? No, it's not that serious. It just kind of depends on what rabbit hole you're jumping down in terms of nutrition for the week. I personally love canned green beans. I like green beans in general, but like canned green beans, there's something so special about the way they taste. I do love them, and that maybe no one can relate to that, and that's okay. But canned vegetables, canned fruits, you can get those in lighter syrup, such an affordable option, and I would just rather people eat fruits and vegetables, whether it's canned, frozen, even if it's not fresh, that's okay. It's still gonna be good for you. So I did grab a couple of those, a cut one and then the French style one, just to have some extra vegetables on hand for the week. My fresh produce, that's not gonna last me a full work week. So you have to think ahead, think about getting frozen canned varieties unless you're planning on doing another shopping trip for the week. So that was everything at Aldi. At Walmart, I picked up a couple varieties of cream cheeses for my bagels and such. I like the whipped version. It is lower in fat, but I just love the creaminess of it. So I got a strawberry and an original, and this might sound funny, but the everything bagel with some whipped cream cheese, the strawberry variety. I know that sounds weird, but sweet and salty, it's just so good. That was an amazing combo. Don't knock it till you try it. It was delish. Okay, Walmart. We also grabbed some rice. I don't know what to say. I love Annie Chun's white sticky rice. Like, she does it so good. There's something about white rice that, like, if I'm having a day where my stomach feels off, there's something about white rice that feels so good in my tummy. Like, if I'm just, I don't know what it is about white rice. I've always loved it. So, not a lot of additional nutritional value to it, but it's a great item. This isn't necessarily on a budget. Buying it convenience style like this is a little bit more expensive than if you just bought the full bag of like a jasmine rice or a white rice, whatever you like. Cook it in a rice cooker, cook it on the stove. That's fine too. Takes a little bit more time obviously, but will be a cheaper option for you. Also grab some beef at Walmart. Gonna use this to make up some food for the week. Just a pound of their 96 lean beef. These are a fun treat that I always forget about because I can only find them at Walmart. They're the Cleo's yogurt bar, and they're just so, so good. They are filled with probiotics, and they're kind of like a little bit of like a sweet option, but there's something really satisfying about them as well. The macros on them are really nice. 6 fat, 13 carb, and 8 protein. 8 protein, yes. And there is about 10 grams of sugar in there, so it's got a little bit higher sugar content, but I don't really eat a ton of high sugar foods. These are just such a great little sweet treat for me throughout the week. So it's always important for me to kind of make sure I have some of those go-to little treats, because if I don't buy it, I'm gonna seek it out elsewhere. So I need to kind of think ahead, think about some stuff like this that's gonna satisfy my sweet tooth. So these are really nice, and I can only find them at Walmart. Okay, so those are good. Then for more frozen stuff, I grabbed a few more frozen things there. I love butternut squash rice. You can certainly make this on your own with a whole squash, but the Green Giant veggies in the freezer section are actually very affordable, especially at Walmart. That's always my go-to. So I grabbed a couple bags of those. Frozen mixed vegetables, and then I also got 2 bags of these just garlic, cauliflower garlic, that I'm going to use for one of my recipes this week too. So grabbed a couple of those, random but cream style corn. It's going to be in a recipe video later this week. You guys can check it out, see what I make from all this. That'll be in the next video. I think that's it, guys. I think that is everything from my haul today from Walmart and Aldi on a budget. Hopefully you guys got some ideas, got some tips, enjoyed the haul. Let me know below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.